I wish I had known what MAS was. I had never heard of it before. I also wish there was more awareness around MAS in general, but especially within emergency departments. It's not always recognized, and as a result, some MAS patients don't receive early treatment, which is critical because the body begins shutting down. Because I sought treatment for symptoms immediately, I was on a corticosteroid from the beginning, but that clearly didn't work for me. So thankfully, we now have biologic medications that get the body functioning again. However, patients aren't always able to access these treatments because they can be restricted by insurance companies or Medicare. There needs to be more awareness around this issue to push these organizations to do right by the patients that they insure. There also seems to be limited awareness about how to treat the whole patient with MAS. Physicians rely heavily on medications as the answer, and while they are necessary, there's much more that medication doesn't address. Because I went so long not being able to move my body, strength, mobility, and range of motion did not return easily. I asked my rheumatologist if I could do physical therapy, and while he agreed, it wasn't a recommendation that he would have otherwise made. I spent about 4 months in physical therapy, which was beneficial in my recovery. Looking back at this experience, I wish there had been a mental health component to the treatment as well. I didn't even realize the extent of how my brain and emotions had been impacted. There was cognitive difficulty and a lot of frustration. So you have to get to a point of letting things go, but that can be difficult to figure out on your own without any guidance.